Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday, which means it's time for a 5x5. Now, I'm still over here in Wales. I'm still filming videos in Wales, but I didn't want you guys to miss out on a 5x5. So what is a 5x5? Well, the idea is it happens every Monday. I take 5 tricks or 5 subjects related to magic. I spend 5 minutes talking about each subject and then I move on to the next subject. It's always quick, it's always snappy, and you never know what you're going to get. Well, today I'm going to be doing a very, very popular 5x5 that we've done a few times in the past, and I'm doing it again now. And that 5x5 is on a particular performer. Now, I'm over here in Wales at the moment on holiday with my family, and I've been hanging out at the Magic Bar Live, which is owned by Chris and Claire, and it is an amazing venue where they have shows every single night of the week. And while I've been here, I've been hanging out and chatting to one of their full-time magicians, a guy called Oliver Stone. Now, I've got to know Ollie quite well over the course of this week. He's 18 years old. He is an incredible performer. If you were at the Bear Pit at the Blackpool Magic Convention 2024, you might remember him from the Bear Pit. He's great. So he's 18 years old. He's performing sort of pretty much full-time in the Magic Bar Live. He's doing close-up magic. He's got his own stage show that is debuting this month, which is fantastic, which is absolutely amazing. And the guy's hitting it out of the park, and his card skills are very, very good. He has this innate ability to do 2 things. He has this innate ability to, first of all, take card tricks and make them his own, which I think is really important. You know, we see a lot of people that will learn a trick and do it exactly the same way in exactly the same style as the source that they learned it from. Ollie takes tricks and he changes them around to fit his own character, his own persona, and he changes the presentations around as well. He's great at that, but I mean, he's just very likable as well. He's a wonderful performer. I've seen him perform. I've been watching him perform to other people, close up and on stage, and he's hitting it out the park. 18 years old. He's got a very big future ahead of him. So what I did when I sat down, what I did while I'm here in Wales is I sat down with Ollie and I got him to perform 5 of his favourite routines to Emma and Thea. Emma is the daughter of Chris and Claire. She's one of the Magic Bar Juniors, along with Harry. And obviously everybody knows Thea is my daughter. So I had him perform 5 tricks to Emma and Thea. And I said to him, I want you to perform 5 of your favourite tricks. And I'm going to put them up on a 5x5 and talk about them and kind of give my opinion on those 5 tricks. And so that's what he's done. And I filmed 5 tricks. Now, what's really interesting, I've done this quite a lot of times in the past with many, many, many different performers. And every time I've done it, they've picked 5 random eclectic tricks that are really, really good. What I thought was really interesting about Ollie, and it shows kind of his maturity when it comes to performing, is he took 5 tricks that literally link together. So the first trick, the end of the first trick, immediately flows into the beginning of the second trick. It's a little bit like Daryl's ring and rope routine. I've talked about this before. The beautiful thing about Daryl's ring and rope routine is each phase sets you up for the next phase. Well, each of these 5 individual tricks sets you up for the next trick. So you can do all 5 together as like a 10 or a 15-minute act, or you can break them all down and do just one or the other. They work individually absolutely fine. But as you watch them all, you'll see they flow together brilliantly, which is fantastic. So I'm going to talk about each one. We're going to take these tricks one at a time. I want to personally thank Ollie for agreeing to be on the channel. When I saw him perform, I knew I wanted him on as a 5x5, and he said yes, which is absolutely fantastic. So thank you, Ollie. And if you guys want to follow him, he puts a ton of magic on Instagram. I'm going to put a link to his Instagram down below. Feel free to follow him on Instagram. I have a feeling that this young man has a very bright future. But let's start off by looking at the first one of the 5 routines.
Hi, I'm Oliver. We're at the Magic Bar Live in Llandudno with Emma and Thea.
Hi.
Hi. We're going to do some card tricks. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. Have you ever seen Darren Brown before? An amazing mind reader.
I'm not sure.
He's a mind reader, okay? And here's what we're going to do. These cards are all different, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'll give them a shuffle, okay? And Thea, I'm going to try and read your mind. A bit like Darren Brown, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the power first, okay? The power of a magic wand. From Poundland. I run on a budget here, okay? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna hold the Sharpie in your hand like that.
Yep.
And that's your magic wand, okay?
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna pick a card with the Sharpie. I'm gonna spread through the cards like this. You just touch a card at the back with the Sharpie.
No.
That one right there. Are you sure?
Yep.
Do you want to change your mind or are you happy?
Change my mind.
Oh, okay. I'll keep going. You touch your card at the back. That one right there. Are you sure you're happy? Or do you want to go a bit further down?
I'm happy.
You're happy with that one? Okay. Can you see that card? You got that card in mind?
Yeah.
Cool. So, I'm going to the card shuffle. Now, I'm not going to try and find the card, because that's not what the trick's about, okay? I'm going to try and read your mind, okay? Could you close your eyes? Actually, before you close your eyes, put your finger out like that. Oh, you're doing great. There we go. Close your eyes and think of your card on a big cinema screen in front of you. Really big in front of you. Can you do that? Here we go. Oh, okay. Is it a... Ooh, think of the colour of the card. Is it a black card by any chance?
Yep.
Okay. Think of it either a club or a spade. Okay. Is it a club?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, think of it either a number card or a picture card. Is it a number card? Has it got a number on it?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Right. I'm gonna go for a wild guess for the last one, okay? It's a number card, but I got slightly that it wasn't a high card, right? It wasn't like above a 7, it wasn't a 7, 8, or 9, 10, right? It was like a middly number, like a 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. Was it 6 of clubs?
Yes.
Okay, but let's you want to feel involved, right? Should we reach over and take one of these? Yep. Yeah. Oh, that one right there. What card's that?
6 of clubs.
6 of clubs. Weird. But that could have went horribly wrong, right? Horribly wrong. Okay. Do you know why? She could have picked a different card, and you could have picked a different card as well, and then we'd have a completely different trick. But you both picked. Because here's the thing: even if this went wrong, I would have sorted it, because I predicted the future, in a sense. Okay. Well, you kind of predicted the future. Do you know why?
Why?
I gave you the power of the magic wand, and you've been holding on to it since the beginning, right? Have a look. It says Sharpie there. Look. You turn that round. What it says? 6 of clubs. Look.
Whoa.
Oh, look. It's not weird. Well, that's the first trick.
So, I mean, when it comes to openers, Ollie told me that that's one of his favourite openers, and it's just kind of an eclectic range of moves that he's kind of mashed together. When it comes to openers, that's a pretty damn strong opener when you think about it. I love the introduction of the Sharpie at the beginning. Now you're going to see that come full circle, because what he does, he comes back to that Sharpie at the end of the act. So at the end of the 5 routines, this is an act that he does quite a lot. At the end of the 5 routines, he's going to come back to that Sharpie. He's bringing everything full circle. One time I get a lot of questions on this channel about how to bring things full circle. This is absolutely one way to do it. You introduce a prop at the beginning, and that prop becomes a kicker ending right at the end of the act. So I love the fact that he's brought out the Sharpie. Also, his wit is great. You know, it's very low key, very self-effacing. It's a wonderful presentation style. But yeah, I love the fact that he brings the pen out at the beginning. He uses that as a magic wand. I love the whole, you know, I've done this many, many times as well, where somebody picks a card and then somebody else picks a card and that's their card as well. This is just a really well-structured routine, and it does everything that an opener should do. Because when you think about openers, there's several things that an opener should do. It should establish credibility. It should establish yourself as the performer, as well as establishing credibility and establishing yourself as the performer. It should also be quick. It should be visual. There should be lots of magical moments. And that's what you have in this trick. There's lots and lots of magical moments. I love this. I really do. I think this is great. And I think that if you perform this to anybody, you're gonna get insane reactions. I'm pretty sure of it. And I fully believe that, because I've actually seen Ollie do this trick to real people and get insane reactions from it. I also love the fact that he's involving two people. He had Emma sitting on one side, he had Thea sitting on the other, and he wasn't just performing to one person and then performing to the other person. Then, you know, it wasn't just performing to one person and ignoring the other, which is something that's very easy to do if you're not careful. He was performing to both people back and forth, and you can tell from him just doing that one simple thing, the experience that he's got as a performer, even though he's only 18 years old. So that's the first trick that we're going to be looking at. Now, we're going to go straight into the second trick. This one I absolutely love. Let's have a look at this one now.
Do you know what counterparts are in cards? So they're basically matching cards to other cards, right? So the counterpart to the 5 of spades would be the 5 of clubs, right? So it's the other black 5. The counterpart to the 3 of hearts would be the 3 of diamonds, because you're the red 3, right? So with the 4 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, you get the gist, right? With that in mind, let's try something. This was your card there, right? You hold that up like that. For a theatrical effect. There we go. So, you're doing great, doing great. Here's what you're gonna do. Emma, I'm gonna shift this towards you, and you're gonna hold onto these cards face down, and as you both know cards, I'm guessing you know what dealing is. So you're going to place the cards face down onto the table, one by one. We can start one by one. Yeah, you start dealing onto the table. You can start one by that. You can start one by one, but you can eventually start doing like 2 or 3 at a time. Do little clumps, and whenever you like, stop and shuffle the pack you have in your hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Don't want to play cards with her. All right. So. And then whenever you like, just keep dealing in your little clumps or one at a time, or you do whatever you like. Make sure that's your own unique shuffle.
There we go.
You happy? So what are you gonna do? We're gonna square these up, nice and square, and you're gonna hold onto these face down. There we go. Now, this is the cool part. We're gonna connect your minds. Thea, Emma. Lock eyes. This isn't awkward at all, is it? Okay. Without thinking about it, Emma, just lift up a portion of the top of the deck, place it onto the table, and place the packet you have in your hand on the top of that one at a weird angle. And you can separate. You want the sweat on foreheads. Okay, so here's the thing. You know, remember counterparts and all that stuff. Here's the thing. There's actually a term. There's actually a magic skill, right? Called a dead cut, okay, and that's not chopping off. No, that's not. We're not going there. But here's the thing: there's a skill in magic called a dead cut, right? And that takes years of sleight of hand and practice. But here's the thing: some people can do it unconsciously. Do you remember which card I said? Do you remember which card would be the counterpart to the 6 of clubs?
The 6 of spades.
Well done, Claire. Would it be amazing if she's dead cutting is cut into a specific card, right? So would it be amazing if unconsciously she cut 6 of spades?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's weird. That's very strange. And that's the second one. There you go. Your minds are connected.
So this second trick is obviously based on the work of Ben Earl. Anybody who's seen the work of Ben Earl will know that there's a heavy influence from Ben Earl in this particular routine. I've always been a big fan of matching couples routines. I have a few different matching couples routines. If you remember the Netflix, you'll know Mated's on there. Coincidence effects are one of my favorite type of magic. And this is impossible when you think about it. I love the fact that, you know, at the end of the first trick, you've got that 6 of clubs that's been selected, and now you're going into the second routine where you introduce the concept of matching couples, and it feels impossible. It feels completely hands-off if you think about it. He's not even touching the cards. They're mixing the cards. They're doing everything. They're cutting the cards. They're doing the whole lot. You're not touching a thing. And yet, even though you're not touching the cards and they're picking them up and they're mixing them, you end up in a situation where you've found this perfect mate, which is just ridiculously good when you think about it. Ridiculously strong. And I love the fact that he's giving the spectator the power. You know, hey, you're going to do this. This is going to be all you. It's going to be nothing to do with me. I love that empowerment style presentation, and he's doing it so well here. And there's people that are watching this that are going, well, hang on, it wouldn't be stronger if they actually cut to their own card. You could argue that, but I actually love the fact that he's going straight into this from the first phase. And and this is just a shuffled deck of cards. That's the great thing about this. This is just a shuffled deck of cards. Pull it out, do it anytime you want to, and you're straight into this moment where they're finding their card. Very simple. Now, I've watched Ollie, and I know he's capable of some crazy good sleight of hand with cards, but this kind of shows you that you don't need to do all of those hardcore sleights if you don't want to. You just don't have to if you don't want to. You can. The best way to perform magic is to have some sleight of hand style routines, but then throw in something that's almost self-working like this, and it's elevated because of all the other routines around it, if that kind of makes sense. And I also love the fact that having now found that matching mate to the card that they picked at the beginning, we're now into a situation where we can go straight into the third phase, or straight into the third effect. And I love, we've talked about restaurant magic on this channel before, where, hey, the best thing to do when you're working at restaurants is to make sure that there's lots of magic happening. So if you have to cut off at some point, they've seen a load of stuff. This is a perfect example. This is one long act that we're breaking down, but if he has to stop at any point, they've already seen a ton of magic, and each of the individual routines are very, very quick. So that's routine number 2. We're now going to have a look at routine number 3, which is just insanely strong.
Here we go. Should we try something here?
Yeah.
We're going to play a little card game, okay? But I am going to cheat you, as I am a magician, okay? I'm going to show you how I cheat, okay? Here's what we're going to do. If you put your 2 fingers together for me like this, and here's what you're going to do. You've got the 6 of clubs. Remember the club, that's going to go right there. Oh, you're doing a great job. Let's angle that downward like that. Keep that right there. Now I'm going to swap it for the 6 of spades, okay? But I'm going to show you it in slow motion first, okay? Watch the 6 of spades. So it's going to go from here to here. Now you hold on to that tight, okay? Now that's how I'm going to swap it in just a second, okay? But I'm going to do it really quickly now, okay? Ooh, did you see that? Did you feel it? Watch. Let's pin that right there. Great. Now, without looking, Thea, which card do you think's on top? The club or the spade?
Hello?
Would you bet money on that?
No.
No. Well, you just have a look at them. Oh, I think if you bet, you'd have lost your money. Yes. Got him. Nailed it. That was really clean, that one. Yes. Yes.
Incredible.
So to routine number 3, and again, this goes back to what I was saying. It follows right on from routine number 2. So you've got your 2 6s. Now you're going to do something with them. And anybody who's been in Magic for more than 0.2 seconds will recognize this as 2-card Monty, popularized by David Blaine all those years ago, right? Here's the thing. I don't think many people do 2-card Monty anymore. I think that when Blaine hit the TVs and Illusionist capitalized on Blaine's popularity, I think everybody was doing 2-card Monty. I've spoken to a lot of younger magicians who don't even know what 2-card Monty is, and it's such a shame because it's such a strong routine. I will say that 2-card Monty lives and dies by how strong your top change is. And you just saw Ollie's top change. Ollie's top change is very, very good indeed. In fact, I kind of missed it. I was filming the whole thing. I kind of missed it, in all honesty with you. If I didn't know that routine required a top change, I wouldn't have even knew it used a top change. That's how good Ollie's top change is. But if you've never done the 2-card Monty before, this is just a strong trick. And Lloyd Barnes, if you're a member of the Society of Secrets, Lloyd Barnes Patreon, you'll know that Lloyd's got a lot of work on the 2-card Monty that elevates it to an entire level. But if you just do the basic version of 2-card Monty, which is what Ollie's doing here, it's just so strong because they never see it coming. Look at Thea's face. Go back and look at that performance and look at Thea's face. She's seen a lot of magic, but she's just no clue. Absolutely no clue at all. She didn't have a clue what was going on, what was happening, nothing. And I love the fact that she was holding the cards and we could all see that the cards had changed and she's just like completely oblivious to it because she didn't even know anything had happened because from her point of view, it was completely impossible that a change could have taken place. Perfect, wonderful. And because it's a shuffle deck, I love that he didn't feel the need to, go through the deck and take, find the 2 red aces, for example, to change them into. He's just got 2 red court cards, which he can find in a couple of seconds. Perfect, brilliant. So this is awesome, but this is the setup for probably my favorite trick on the whole of the 5x5, which is a sandwich trick. So, no question as to why I like it. I love sandwich tricks. But we're going to have a look at that one right now, and I'm going to talk about why this is so good.
So, let's do a trick, okay? Emma, pick any card you like. Don't let me see it, but show Thea. And so when you pick it, put it right across the chest like this. Don't let me see it. Have a little peek at it. I'm going to look away so you don't think I'm cheating. So show Thea and show the camera, okay? You pick a card. Don't let me see it. Oh. Don't let me see it, but you have a look. Alright, could you put that card back into the middle of the deck for me? That's great. Now, I'm not going to try and find the card, okay? Because do you remember which 2 cards I used before? If I click my fingers like this, they found it.
Whoa.
Right, there's 1 card in between like this, look. And, what was your card?
2 parts.
2 parts, look. The 2 apart, that's a weird thing, right? But, here's the thing, Emma, could you lift up half the deck into the air? That's called a lifty-uppy thing. Okay, so if I ever say do the lifty uppy thing, you know what to do, okay? Put that down. So now, I've only got 2 cards. Okay, here we go. I got it. And it's your 2 hearts again, right? But, if you could do the lifty uppy thing one more time. Yeah, if you could do the lifty uppy thing, that's great. Put it down. So, look, I've only got the 2 red cards here. Watch. Is it? No, didn't think so. But it's right there. I'm going to literally place it right there. And it's your 2 parts again, right? But if you could do the lifty uppy thing one last time, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Watch. Do you remember which 2 cards I had? So the Jack of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds, right?
Yeah.
So where do you think your card will appear?
Don't know.
Here's the thing. 2 cards actually vanish, leave me with just your card.
Whoa.
Yes. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There we go.
So that routine that you just saw, Ollie said that it's his handling of and he's changed presentationally and technically a routine he learned from some other source. I can't remember where he said. But as far as I'm concerned, that's one of the best gosh darn sandwich routines I've ever seen. I love the fact when you do a sandwich routine, I love it if there's a kicker at the end. What I don't like is you just do a sandwich routine. It's like, hey, I found the card in between the 2 court cards. Brilliant. Let's move on. Because sandwich routines allow, the way that they're actually structured, you can repeat that over and over again. And I love the fact that he's in essence, from the audience's point of view, he's doing the same trick over and over again. So he's using these 2 random court cards to find this selected card. Then he's doing it again. Then he's doing it again. Then he's doing it again. But he's using different techniques each time, which is setting up for a kicker finish that nobody is ever going to see coming. Nobody's ever going to see that point where the 2 sandwich cards are going to vanish. No one's going to see that. And I love the fact that he didn't feel the need to bring them back. Because I don't think you need to bring them back. The moment is with the selected card. You found that selected card again and again and again. And I love the structure of the routine. They're convinced each time that the card's coming back, even though they're putting it into the deck themselves and they can see that that card is going into the deck themselves. It's constantly coming back again and again and again. But that's realistically, from Ollie's point of view, he's setting up for this killer finale where the 2 court cards just vanish right in front of their eyes. Now, could you structure this so that you brought the court cards back? Absolutely. Do you need to? No, I don't think so. And the fact that this is all working from a shuffled regular deck of cards is brilliant. Honestly, I've done a lot of sandwich routines in the past. This is one of my favorite sandwich routines I've ever seen. I would do this in a heartbeat. I absolutely would. Shuffle deck of cards, no gimmicks, no extras. You just pull a couple of sandwich cards out and you've got this incredible moment where, and I love the first phase. It's just done complete, I missed that. It's done completely on misdirection. The 2 court cards are down on the table. And then when they look down again, you've got that Gate and Bloom style moment where the card's in between the 2 court cards, and then you show it's in there and it goes back in there again, it goes back in. I can't say enough good things about this particular routine. I think this is excellent. So yeah, my favourite routine out of the 5 that Ollie showed me. But again, every phase follows the next phase, which leads us to the finale. Let's have a look at the last routine.
Hi, we're back for the final one. Emma, thanks for having me out. Thea, thanks for having me out. We're going to do one last one. We're going to do David Copperfield, right?
Yeah.
Big, famous illusion guy. I'm going to do a David Copperfield type illusion on a very low budget. Okay? So, Thea, as I drop cards on the table like this, whenever you like, just call out stop.
Stop.
Oh, right here. Are you sure? Sure. You take that card. Don't let me. Actually, yeah, turn that card over. It doesn't matter if I see it. I've seen this trick before. Classic. Okay. It doesn't matter if I see it. I've seen this trick before. What have we got? What have we got? It doesn't matter. 5 of hearts. Okay, good card. Good card. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna hold on to that.
Yeah.
You're gonna say stop, and I'm gonna dribble the card like this. You say stop,
Yeah.
and then I'll put the card when you say stop. Okay.
Stop.
Whilst I've still got some cards there. Okay. Ready?
Stop.
Whilst I'm dribbling the cards. Okay. Okay. You ready? I'll go really slow.
Stop.
Here we go. Here we go.
Stop.
Right there. That's about half the way down. Do you want to go further, or you want to put it right there?
Wait.
Put it right there. Go for it. Right there. That's cool. So, I'm going to give the cards a few shuffles. And as you've got your fingerprint on the back of the card, I'm going to try and do... Come directly to your card. No? Okay. Yeah. I'm making this up as I go along. Let's. Go on.
No.
Go on. You touched the blue card, right? You touched the blue card? You sure?
Yeah.
You have a look through those cards. Try and find it for me. You should have a look. And let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What was the card again? I've completely
5 of
forgotten.
hearts.
5 of hearts. Yeah. Okay. It's got to be here somewhere. You say stop, and the 5 of hearts will appear. Watch.
Stop.
Oh, let's try again.
Stop.
Oh, okay, let's try again.
Stop.
It's the 5 of hearts disguised as the Jack of Diamonds. Oh, classic. Classic. Okay, here we go.
Stop.
That's a 5 of diamonds. Close. Let's keep going.
Stop.
Have you seen it yet?
No.
You getting bored yet? Okay, let's try. Okay, here we go.
Stop.
Okay. Right, let's
Stop.
Oh. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Hang on.
Stop.
We got the 4 hearts. Okay. Let's just try and find it. Okay. That's the 8 of hearts.
Haven't seen it yet.
6 of hearts. 7, 9. Hang on. What have you done with it? Oh, you had it last. You had it last. Okay. Your card has seemed to have disappeared.
There.
Disappeared.
5 of...
That's the Queen of Diamonds. Look.
No, 5 of...
5 of spades. Yeah, we get the 5 of hearts, right? But
That's a 5 of diamonds. Disappeared. It's gone. It's
gone.
disguised?
it's disguised. What a comedian over here. Just joking. But look, your card's completely vanished from the deck. Would it be amazing if you were sitting on it the whole time?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Oh no.
Yeah, that would have been good. But it's gone. But has it gone? Or transformed or something like that? It might not be the 5 of hearts anymore. But
disguised.
yeah, but it might be good disguised. Yeah, but Thea, you have the power. Do you remember at the very beginning of the routine, I gave you a magic wand. Pick it up. You might see, look, does that have 5 of hearts on it? Oh, it does as well. Look, 2 for the 3 to the price of 1. It might have 5 of hearts on it, but look, if you take that cap off, it's not a card anymore. Unravel it like a flag. Thank you very much. Knuckles. Leave me hanging, that's fine. Knuckles. Return to the Knuckles. Yes. Cheers, thank you very much. I'll pay up. I don't do these things for free.
I'll give you 1p.
So the final routine that we're going to be looking at is that one there, and anybody who's been into Magic for 0.2 minutes will know that that is Wayne Goodman's Look Sharp. And, you know, this is sold through Alakazam. Alakazam have the rights to this. This is one of the strongest tricks that you can do. I've told this story a couple of times on the channel, but I remember being with Steve Manford at a gig at an RAF base, and I was doing cube magic and he was doing card magic, and I was taking the mick out of him for not doing cube magic, and I challenged him to go over to a table and do a trick. I'll go over to a table and do a cube routine, and we'll see which the audience preferred. I did an amazing cube routine. I absolutely kicked ass with it. The audience loved it. And he went and he did a simple routine with Look Sharp, where the card, the pen changed in the spectator's hands, and that's the one that they all picked. It is an anytime you have anything like MacBook Pro or Magic Button or Look Sharp, where the card changes into another object that they're not aware of, it's ridiculous. And for those people that say, oh, it needs to be a signed card, no, it doesn't. And this is the perfect example of that. Like, Thea had never seen this trick before, I don't think, and she was just completely freaked out about it. Now, what I loved about this is these 5 routines all work themselves, but he switched that pen in right at the very beginning. So after the first trick, as he was going into the next trick, he put the pen down on the table, and that's when he switched in the Look Sharp pen. So although they weren't holding on to the pen, because the way that Wayne does it is as a standalone trick, and they're holding on to the pen the whole time, and it's just boom, done. The way this is done is the pen is brought into play right at the very, very beginning, which is just a very intelligent way of doing it, because then it's there, it's been there the whole time, you don't have anything to do with it, and it's got that massive time misdirection. So by the time they go back to it, they're convinced that's the pen, and they realize it's the card. Again, look at Thea's face, and you'll see that she's completely and totally freaked out about that. So, you know, I spoke to Ollie afterwards, and I asked him, why Look Sharp? And he said, because it's one of the strongest things that you can do in card magic. And I agree. It is one of the strongest things to do that you can do in card magic. And I love the fact that he made it his own, as opposed to just doing it as a standalone piece. He's made it his own. He's made a big emphasis on the card vanishing. So the emphasis is on the card vanishing. They're going through the deck. It's not there. And even though there's some dealing, he's doing it in a very comedic way. He's doing it in a very funny way. He's handling the spectator perfectly. And then as the finale, it's something they never see coming. Talk about this. These 5 routines that I've actually just presented to you is like a masterclass, really, in taking 5 individual tricks and routining them together into an act. You have an act here. You have a 10-15 minute act which makes sense, and all it uses is Look Sharp, a Sharpie marker, which technically is part of Look Sharp, and a shuffled deck of cards. And he could go into any environment, parlor, close-up, and kill with this. And he does kill with this. This is a fantastic act and a perfect example of why this young man has a big future ahead of him. So there you go, guys. That's another 5x5 in the bag. Thank you once again for joining me right here on Magic TV. Now, don't forget, if you want to follow Ollie, the link to Ollie's Instagram is going to be down below. Give him a follow. Tell him Craig sent you there. You want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Don't forget, if you want to join the Netrix, which is my online streaming platform for magicians, and don't forget Wayne Goodman, who created Look Sharp, is one of the instructors on there, then please do so. Absolutely go to the Netrix, www.thenetrix.com. Go check it out and see what all the fuss is about. All the cool kids are there. You may as well be as well. And one more time, I want to thank Ollie for allowing me to show his magic on Magic TV. He is absolutely incredible. Guys, thank you once again for joining me. I will see you again soon. My name's Craig, and this is Magic TV.